your First Alert forecast with meteorologist Joe Winters.
Once again, we are just an hour plus away from the official start to the fall season. 1:19 this afternoon. Step outside, take a deep breath of air and say, fall is here. Now, it's not going to feel like it. It's going to be warm. It's going to be a little bit on the muggy side. And quite honestly, as we look ahead through the early part of October, that crisp fall air, which we enjoyed the early part of September, not returning anytime fast. Sooner or later, though, it will. Sometimes, though, it switches very quickly to a much colder weather pattern. We'll talk about that in a few weeks. Rain and storms highlighted because a few showers and storms will be with us as we head through the afternoon, possibly in northern Iowa. Better chance as we head through the evening hours on a scattered basis. And you see on our satellite and radar right now, Winnebago County, one area of storms developing, some right along the Iowa-Minnesota border. And then we're pretty quiet with some of that kind of filtered sunshine out there at times, a gray sky as we watch Pinpoint Futurecast. 3 o'clock, let's watch for a little development farther off to the north. And then as we head into the evening hours, so there's 6 o'clock. There's 9 o'clock as it pushes through. Again, on a scattered basis, that possibility is there. But the farther south you are, the later that any of that storm chance even arrives, if it develops in your area at all. Then we head into tomorrow morning. The winds have shifted. There is a slight risk of severe weather with some of the storms that develop later today into tonight. Charles City, Waterloo, Fayette, up toward Decorah. Large hail damaging wind would be your primary threats from these storms. Not the tornadic type storms that we see, but again, we'll watch those carefully and certainly interrupt programming if needed. For today, normal high is 73. We range from 76 to 83 degrees. Warmer than normal, partly sunny. Storms possible late. We walk into tonight, into the early evening hours. Chance of storms after midnight looks like it's all gone. Close to 60 degrees. Where should we be? 49 degrees. That would be beautiful outside, but that will not be the case. And the muggy meter, mid-60s for dew points right now across eastern Iowa. And guess what? We're going to continue to see some mid-60s the next couple of days and then slowly fall. Our dew points drop down into the lower 60s. We head toward Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. And for us, that will mean slightly drier air. Not incredibly comfortable, but slightly drier. What it does, though, is dry things out. It looks like our pattern shifts just a little in the sense of that active weather pattern, which has a scattered shower and storm chance here and there, is not with us as we work through Thursday or Friday. And in fact, as you see, that's going to continue as we head through the upcoming weekend as well. Then we head through early October. Look at that. Above normal temperatures continuing. Sooner or later, cooler air, but we're not going to see it. 9-day forecast, upper 70s, mid-70s possible Wednesday, and that's closer to normal for this time of the year. We're at close to 80 degrees on Saturday. Right now for Friday night light football, that still looks mild with highs in the 70s, but a drier weather pattern will be nice. And a couple of games delayed by lightning, some of the early games this past week. Doesn't look like that will be the case this week, as fall will be in full force.